the role of vitamin D in senior health. Have you ever wondered why some days you feel strong and energetic, while others leave you struggling with aches that seem to come from nowhere? Or perhaps you have noticed that small stumbles now worry you more than they used to. What if I told you that a single nutrient deficiency could be quietly affecting your bones, your mood, your immune system, and even your heart, and that most people over 60 are walking around without enough of it? Today, we are going to explore 6 surprising ways that vitamin D shapes your golden years, and why this sunshine vitamin might be the missing piece in your health puzzle. From the unexpected connection between vitamin D and your memory, to the shocking truth about how much you actually need, we will uncover the science that could change how you think about aging. This video is for informational purposes only. Do not self-diagnose, but do listen closely. According to research from Harvard Medical School and the National Institute on Aging, up to 40% of adults over 65 have insufficient vitamin D levels. This is not just about getting enough sunlight. It is about understanding how our bodies change as we age. Our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D, our kidneys process it differently, and our dietary needs shift in ways we might not realize. We are not here to scare you. We are here to help you notice the quiet signals your body gives. Let us explore what science tells us about this remarkable nutrient and your health. The role of vitamin D in senior health. You might think you know about vitamin D in bones, but there is more to this story than you have been told. Yes, everyone knows calcium builds strong bones, but without adequate vitamin D, your body can only absorb about 10% of the calcium you consume. It is like trying to fill a bucket with a tiny hole in the bottom. No matter how much you pour in, it is never enough. Meet Margaret, a 68-year-old from Minnesota who prided herself on drinking milk every day and taking calcium supplements religiously. She ate yogurt, cheese, and even added calcium-fortified orange juice to her routine. Yet when she had her first bone density test, the results showed early signs of osteoporosis. Her doctor explained that despite all her efforts, her vitamin D levels were critically low, just 18 nanograms per milliliter, when they should have been above 30. What Margaret did not realize was that living in a northern climate meant she was not getting adequate sun exposure for nearly half the year. Her body was desperately trying to build strong bones, but without vitamin D acting as the key to unlock calcium absorption, her skeleton was slowly becoming more fragile. The fascinating part is how quickly this can turn around. Within 6 months of proper vitamin D supplementation, Margaret's follow-up tests showed significant improvement. Her energy returned, the mysterious aches in her hips subsided, and she felt confident walking her neighborhood again. Your bones are constantly rebuilding themselves throughout your life. Give them the tools they need. Vitamin D is the foreman of that construction crew. Reason number 2, the immune system's forgotten fuel. Here is something that might surprise you. Vitamin D is not just a vitamin, it is actually a hormone that acts like a conductor for your immune system orchestra. Every immune cell in your body has vitamin D receptors, which means this nutrient is directly involved in how well you fight off infections, viruses, and even cancer cells. Consider Robert, a 71-year-old retired teacher from Arizona who seemed to catch every cold that went around his neighborhood. Despite living in a sunny climate, he spent most of his time indoors, wore long sleeves to protect his skin from sun damage, and religiously applied sunscreen whenever he went outside. While his dermatologist applauded his sun-safe habits, Robert could not understand why he was constantly battling respiratory infections. His physician ran comprehensive blood work and discovered that Robert's vitamin D level was only 22 nanograms per milliliter, well below the optimal range. The doctor explained that vitamin D helps regulate both the innate and adaptive immune responses. When levels are low, your immune system becomes like a smoke detector with a dying battery. It either overreacts to harmless substances or fails to respond adequately to real threats. After working with his doctor to find the right balance between sun safety and vitamin D production, plus adding a quality supplement, Robert noticed a dramatic change. The constant sniffles disappeared, his seasonal allergies became more manageable, and he felt more resilient overall. If you are still watching, type reason number 2 in the comments. It really helps us know you are here. Your immune system is your body's personal security team. Do not let them work with outdated equipment. Reason number 3, the mood mystery solver. Depression and anxiety in older adults are often dismissed as normal parts of aging, but what if some of these struggles stem from a simple nutritional deficiency? Research shows that vitamin D receptors are found throughout the brain, including areas that regulate mood and emotion. Low vitamin D does not just affect your bones, it affects your spirit. Dorothy, a 73-year-old widow from Seattle, found herself sinking into a depression that seemed to worsen every winter. The grey, cloudy days felt endless, and she gradually stopped enjoying activities she once loved. Her family encouraged her to get out more, but even social gatherings felt overwhelming. She chalked it up to grief and the natural challenges of aging alone. During a routine checkup, her doctor noticed that Dorothy's symptoms followed a seasonal pattern and ordered a vitamin D test. The results showed a level of just 15 nanograms per milliliter severely deficient. Her doctor explained that vitamin D plays a crucial role in producing serotonin, the neurotransmitter that helps regulate mood, sleep, and appetite. Within 8 weeks of starting vitamin D3 supplementation, Dorothy began to feel like herself again. The fog of sadness lifted, her sleep improved, and she started looking forward to her weekly bridge games. She still missed her husband terribly, but she felt equipped to cope with her emotions in a healthier way. It is important to note that vitamin D deficiency does not cause all depression, and supplements are not a cure-all. But for many older adults, addressing this deficiency can be a crucial piece of the mental health puzzle. Your mood matters, and your body might be trying to tell you something important. Listen with compassion for yourself. Reason number 4, the heart's hidden helper. Your heart is one of the hardest working muscles in your body, and it needs vitamin D to function optimally. This might come as a surprise, but research suggests that people with adequate vitamin D levels have lower risks of heart disease, high blood pressure, and stroke. The connection is not fully understood yet, but the evidence is compelling enough that cardiologists are paying attention. Frank, a 69-year-old from Texas, had been managing high blood pressure for years with medication. Despite following his doctor's orders, eating a heart-healthy diet, and exercising regularly, his blood pressure remained stubbornly high. During a particularly thorough annual exam, his cardiologist decided to check his vitamin D levels, something that had not been done in years. The results showed Frank's vitamin D was barely above the deficiency threshold at 21 nanograms per milliliter. His cardiologist explained that vitamin D helps regulate the renin-angiotensin system, which controls blood pressure. When levels are low, this system can become overactive, making it harder to maintain healthy blood pressure even with medication. After 6 months of targeted vitamin D supplementation, Frank's blood pressure became easier to control. His cardiologist was able to reduce one of his medications, and Frank reported feeling more energetic during his daily walks. While vitamin D was not a miracle cure, it was clearly an important piece of his cardiovascular health puzzle. Your heart deserves all the support you can give it. Sometimes the most powerful help comes from the simplest sources. Reason number 5, the muscle strength secret. Here is something most people do not realize. Vitamin D receptors are found in muscle tissue throughout your body. When levels are adequate, your muscles can contract more efficiently, recover faster from activity, and maintain their strength as you age. When levels are low, even simple tasks can feel more difficult than they should. Eleanor, a 75-year-old from Michigan, prided herself on her independence. She lived alone, maintained her garden, and drove herself to appointments. But over the course of a year, she noticed troubling changes. Getting up from her favourite chair required more effort. Climbing the stairs to her bedroom left her feeling winded. She blamed it on getting older and started avoiding activities she once enjoyed. Her daughter, a nurse, convinced Eleanor to see her doctor when she noticed her mother struggling to lift a gallon of milk. The physician ran several tests, including vitamin D levels, which came back at just 19 nanograms per milliliter. The doctor explained that vitamin D deficiency can cause muscle weakness, balance problems, and increased fall risk, all things Eleanor had been experiencing. After 3 months of vitamin D supplementation, Eleanor felt like a different person. Her strength returned, her balance improved, and she confidently returned to her gardening. Most importantly, she felt secure in her independence again. If you find this helpful, subscribe and hit the bell. It means the world. Your muscles are meant to serve you well throughout your life. Give them the fuel they need to keep you strong and steady. Reason number 6, the brain protection shield. Perhaps the most exciting emerging research about vitamin D involves its potential role in protecting cognitive function as we age. Studies suggest that adequate vitamin D levels may help reduce the risk of dementia and support overall brain health. While research is still ongoing, the preliminary findings are encouraging enough that neurologists are recommending vitamin D testing for their patients. Harold, a 78-year-old retired engineer from Florida, began worrying about his memory when he started forgetting familiar names and losing track of conversations. His family shared his concerns, especially given his family history of Alzheimer's disease. During a comprehensive evaluation at a memory clinic, doctors tested not just his cognitive function, but also his nutritional status. Despite living in sunny Florida, Harold's vitamin D level was only 24 nanograms per milliliter. The neurologist explained that vitamin D helps clear amyloid plaques from the brain, the same plaques associated with Alzheimer's disease. While vitamin D is not a guarantee against dementia, maintaining adequate levels might provide some protection. Harold worked with his medical team to optimize his vitamin D levels through a combination of sensible sun exposure, dietary sources, and supplementation. While it is too early to know the long-term effects, Harold reports feeling mentally sharper and more confident in his daily activities. Your brain is your most precious asset. Protecting it requires attention to details that might seem small, but can make a profound difference over time. Let us review the 6 ways vitamin D shapes your health after 60. First, it is essential for bone strength. Without adequate vitamin D, your body can only absorb a fraction of the calcium you consume. Second, it fuels your immune system, helping you fight off infections and stay resilient. Third, it plays a crucial role in mood regulation, and deficiency can contribute to depression and anxiety. Fourth, vitamin D supports heart health by helping regulate blood pressure and reducing cardiovascular risks. Fifth, it is vital for muscle strength and balance, helping you maintain independence and reduce fall risk. Finally, emerging research suggests it may help protect your brain and reduce dementia risk. The beautiful thing about vitamin D is that it is relatively simple to address. Unlike many health challenges that come with aging, vitamin D deficiency has a straightforward solution. Your body is not failing you. It is asking for help in a language you can understand and respond to. Remember, every day you take steps to support your vitamin D levels is a day you are investing in your strength, your mood, your immunity, and your independence. You are not just aging, you are actively participating in your own well-being. Your body is not breaking down, it is asking for attention. Here are 3 steps you can take right now. First, ask your doctor to test your vitamin D levels at your next appointment. The simple blood test, called 25-hydroxyvitamin D, will tell you exactly where you stand. Second, aim for 10 to 15 minutes of midday sun exposure several times per week while being mindful of your skin's sensitivity. Third, consider adding vitamin D rich foods like fatty fish, egg yolks, and fortified cereals to your diet. Do not wait for symptoms to appear. Vitamin D deficiency often develops silently over years, but with awareness and simple action, you can ensure your body has what it needs to thrive. You are not just getting older, you are getting wiser about what your body needs. You are not fading, you are evolving.